Hey guys, I'm Zach the Movie Fan. This is not going to be a typical review. There's not going to be any edits in this at all. This is just going to be a simple vlog style review. Even though most vlogs are shot in a car, but you know what? Screw it. But yeah, let's talk about the movie They Will Kill You. Um, I'm gonna be completely honest. I knew nothing about this movie going in. All I knew about it was an action horror comedy, and that Cody Leach, a famous horror YouTuber, has said it's basically Evil Dead 2 meets Kill Bill. And considering those are two of my favorite movies, I was interested. Honestly, I was just kind of looking for an excuse to kind of, go out and do something fun. And there really aren't that many other movies in theaters right now that interest me. The only, although it's funny I mentioned that because this movie actually came out around the same time as Ready or Not 2. And I find that very funny because both movies have a very similar eat the rich kind of theme. You know, those kind of movies that pretty much just say screw rich people, films like Ready or Not or The Menu or Glass Onion, A Knives Out story, that sort of thing. Um it is quite funny that we got like two movies this same month that pretty much have like the same theme behind it. It's one hell of a coincidence. But yeah. And I didn't want to see Ready or Not 2 because I'm going to be completely honest, I did not care for the first Ready or Not. In fact, I honestly don't like it at all. I mean, I know it has its fans, it clearly does. It has a sequel, so it must have its fans, but I'm not one of them. I personally found Ready or Not to be boring. Um I found it to be boring. The comedy didn't really stick it for me. Just I just felt very underwhelmed. I was also very disappointed by the main protagonist of that film. I remember, like, I saw the poster for Ready or Not, and the poster just made the main character look like this really badass character. Like, the posters have her holding a gun with a bandolier. She only uses that gun once and doesn't even kill anyone with it. She mostly spends the entire film hiding or getting her ass handed to her. She only really becomes kind of badass at like the very end, and even then she doesn't really do much. I just felt very disappointed. I also hated that fucking ending where the husband just suddenly becomes a bad guy for no fucking reason. I'm sorry, the husband of that film was like the only non piece of shit person in that whole family. And then suddenly at the very end, he like switches sides for no fucking reason. What the fuck? There was no build up or. Getting off topic. Sorry, I don't like Ready or Not. But, okay. So I didn't like the first film, so I wasn't going to go see the sequel. I have very little ambition to see it whatsoever. Um, Yeah, and honestly, I think I made the right choice because They Will Kill You is so much more fun. They Will Kill You is more of what I personally wanted from Ready or Not. If you're going to pitch to me a movie about a woman fighting off a rich family, I want to see a woman fight off a rich family, and They Will Kill You delivers on that. Oh yeah, the premise of this film is that it follows a woman named Asia Reeves. Um, and she's had. I'm gonna try and keep this as spoiler free as possible. And and she has not had the best life. She tried to run away from her abusive father along with her younger sister. But when their father caught up with them and she shot him, she panicked and ran away. She was then arrested and has spent the next 10 years trying to find her sister and has tracked her down to a mysterious hotel with a checkered past. Um, turn But yeah, it turns out everyone that owns the hotel, the family, they're all rich people and also Satanists who try to sacrifice Asia. Turns out though, Asia came prepared, as she has a bunch of fucking weapons with her, and she starts to raise hell at the hotel in order to find her sister. Yeah, that's basically the premise in a nutshell. Um, a lot of what makes this film so much fun is that the action in the film is very fun. Like it's legitimately well shot, well choreographed. I love the main character in this film. Asia is so fucking awesome in this. The moment, like the moment she whips out those weapons, you see in the trailer, you see her whip out those weapons in that closet where they're all surrounding her, and she just starts blasting one of them and fighting. It's like, I immediately am in love with this character. Asia is fucking awesome in this. I love her a lot. On it, yeah, and the actress that plays her, which I actually I actually didn't think I was familiar with her. I found out after I watched the movie that she was actually the actress that played Domino in Deadpool 2. Um, and honestly, I personally think this is my favorite performance from her. She just completely owns this role of playing this badass bitch that'll take down anyone in front of her, and I'm all fucking for it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's just something so satisfying about about an action film starring a woman kicking ass, whether it be something like Aliens or Kill Bill. It's just always entertaining to me, and this movie is no exception. On top of that, the comedy in the film is actually funny, especially compared to something like Ready or Not. I'm not gonna act like the gags are like laugh out loud hilarious, but I at least got more laughs out of the jokes in this film. Um, Probably because it's very much in that dark, twisted kind of sense of humor, similar to something like the Evil Dead movies. Um, pro- there's actually there's actually this funny moment. Um, it's one of those things where you probably shouldn't laugh, but it looks so goofy you can't help but laugh. Slight spoilers. One of the rich people gets her head blown the fuck off, like completely eviscerated. The only part of her that is like left at the moment, the only part of her head that's left is an eyeball, and we see the eyeball rolling forward, trying to follow Asia in the vents, and I mean, it's just so fucking surreal and weird. I can't help but laugh at how absurd it is. Yeah, the scenes are a ton of fun. Just a violent bloodbath everywhere. Um, and that's probably what makes the movie so much fun. Fun because it knows what it is. It's not trying to be deep or anything like that. It's just trying to be a fun as hell action movie about a badass woman kicking the ass out of evil rich people. That's really all it deliver. That's really all it does, and I'm all okay with that. I'm honestly surprised the critics aren't really like. I don't see any critics giving the film awful reviews, but I don't see anyone like really praising or saying they had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought this was a very fun time. It's a simplistic film, but sometimes that's just kind of all you need. Just a simplistic film that's a fun time. I definitely recommend it. I'd give Ready or Not a plus. This is a fantastically fun film. I definitely recommend it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I know that this isn't like a typical review. Um, I do have but don't worry, I do have plans for this week. Um, because famous actor Chuck Norris had recently passed away, so I figure it would be nice to take a look at a Chuck Norris film fan favorite one, in fact. And that's what we're going to do this week. And tomorrow night I'm going to be watching Howling 2, Your Sister's a Werewolf, because I like to do a Like and Lunacy video at the start of each month, and it would technically count as an April Fool's review as well, so I figure Howling 2 would be a perfect fit. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you see here, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. That's all I got for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching, and seriously, go see They Will Kill You. It is a really fun time. Really recommend it. See you later.